This whole slave mentality shit. Stop calling yourself a slave. Slaves didn't get paid. Even if your ass make $5 an hour, slaves got nothing. And oftentimes they had some horrible conditions to work in and they got their ass whooped or even killed. So you have people that believe you can work 6 hours and become a zillionaire. Look at this comment right here. Let me tell you something about people that believe that. Statistics show most people that are billionaires not only started off working a 9 to 5, but they also worked 80 to 90 to even 120 hours a week to start their establishment. Now let's go down the list of the billionaires we know that are walking amongst us today. First, I want to start off with Elon Musk. Elon Musk is known for working 80 to 120 hours a week. He's known for splitting his time amongst multiple companies. Although people have this fantasy that you're going to sit on your ass, you're just going to sit on the beach, you're going to always relax and be comfortable, and you're gonna have all this passive income, this is what's gonna make you a billionaire. That's not the truth. It couldn't be even further from the truth. All these billionaires, Elon Musk, when he first started these companies, he worked 90 plus hours a week. Why? Because to have something so valuable, you have to actually put the work in to create the value. The idea comes first. What follows the idea? The effort in having a foundation. What follows the foundation? The effort and the consistency, the intelligence needed to then go out and have a team. You have to have a team that's gonna do what? You got the idea, the foundation, the team. They're gonna help you promote the product, the idea, the product, the system. This is gonna take an extreme amount of effort, and it's not gonna happen working 6 hours. This right here, this comment is letting me know that what I'm saying is bothering most people. But understand this, I'm not trying to bother you. I'm trying to talk with realistic expectations. Yes, you can be a billionaire. You're not gonna do it working 6 hours a day, at least not right now. Elon Musk has an extraordinary work ethic. He shared his intense schedule. He's not the only one. We're gonna get to Bill Gates, we're gonna get to Warren Buffett, and we're also gonna talk about people that don't even have a product that's legal. We're gonna talk about drug dealers that work 80 hours a week, because it's trap or die mentality. While you sleep, they work. When you wake up and go to work, they still working because they never stopped working from yesterday. Despite long hours that Elon Musk worked, he still found a way to be productive and maintain his focus. People have stated, oh, he's an alien, he's built different. No, he's not. He has balls. He has ambition. He has a spine. He's dedicated. Number one thing, he doesn't make excuses. See, once you make a habit of making excuses, that's all you're gonna do for the rest of your life. You're gonna be extremely good at making excuses. If you can put away that habit of making excuses, nothing else is gonna stop you but you. But at least get that out the way. One thing these billionaires didn't do when they was in their 20s and 30s and 40s, they didn't make excuses. Now, how does a man who worked 90 hours, I'm not sure how old Elon is right now, but I'm pretty sure he's above 40 and 50. This man is healthier than 20 and 30-year-olds who trying to work 6 hours, but ain't got shit to show. You will not work 6 hours and become a billionaire. You're gonna work 80 plus hours. Even if you try to do something that's digital, e-commerce, you're not gonna build that business sitting on your ass working 1 hour a day. People are selling people a dream online. I'm not gonna ever sell you a dream online. Go look at any one of my videos. Everything I'm talking about is precise and absolute earned. You have to earn everything. Everything is earned. Absolutely nothing is given. If you're trying to receive something, you're always going to be the type of person that can never give. You're going to speak about people needing to give because you're soft. You're the person that always rebuttal things that you've heard from other people who also couldn't give. You understand what I'm saying? I always say caring and being a loving person is important. That's not gonna feed empty stomachs. That's absolutely not gonna help you become a billionaire. I wouldn't give a damn if you wanna be a thousandaire. You still gonna have to work because you're coming from the bottom. Most of us are coming from the bottom. The best thing you can do is look up because that's the only way there is to go. Climbing that big ass mountain where once you get to the top, you have the best view, it's gonna take a lot of effort. A lot of people don't understand how much effort it's gonna take. Let me remind you, the billionaires worked 80, 90, 100 plus hours. All they did was sleep 6 hours, wake up, and get straight to work. They didn't look at their phone. They didn't look at ass cheeks on Instagram or Pornhub. They didn't look at what everybody else was talking about. They didn't worry about who was getting shot in the hood. They didn't worry about who fought down the street. They didn't worry about what chick was dating what guy. They focused on work. They didn't worry about what their family was doing. They didn't worry about who had opinions about them. They didn't worry about who was talking about them. They didn't worry about who didn't agree with them. They didn't care about everybody else's goals. They were selfish. They was focused on their own shit. And look how a lot of people will say selfish people are bad. The people that say that are actually selfish. They got nothing to give and they want everything. These men were selfish in their 20s and 30s, and they have everything to give to everybody. Absolute value. Most people are driving around in Tesla. Who started Tesla? Elon Musk. Most people got Microsoft on their computers. Who started Microsoft? Bill Gates. Most people are actively trading and investors. Who promoted this lifestyle? Warren Buffett and all the goats before him. Some of y'all have a work ethic, but you got it from people in the hood that sold drugs. Let's just be honest, I was there too. They worked how many hours? Sometimes my uncles didn't sleep for 2-3 days, but I remember thousands of dollars in their pockets. I'm talking tens, $15,000 in all hundreds and 20s because they stayed on that block and they worked hours. This 6-hour work week y'all think y'all gonna put in and be billionaires? That's not gonna work. Some of y'all wanna be traders? If you think you're gonna wake up and learn how to trade in 6 months and you're gonna be a millionaire, you got another thing coming for you. You're gonna lose, you're gonna fail miserably, but you're supposed to in the beginning. You're gonna work 8 hours, it's gonna be miserable, but you're supposed to in the beginning. Whether you got a woman or not, whether you got children or not, you better not be single with no kids and still working 40 hours. You got the greatest opportunity to get ahead in life, and you still trying to utilize somebody else's situation to justify why you not doing what you still should be doing, the guy that has a wife and kids are doing. You're gonna work because you're at the bottom. The harder you work now, the easier it is for you later. Don't be that 70-year-old that I talked about that's walking around wishing you can go back in the past. You can't get time back. That's why it's our greatest asset, but it's most valued by what you utilize it with. If you don't have anybody to show you, become the person to show yourself. Everything you wanted as a kid that you didn't get, it's time to get over it. It's time to get past it. Be the person you wish you had as a child. Motivate yourself, groom yourself, position yourself to be great. And then if you do have a heart like you claim you do, teach somebody else. Pass that information down. Pass that knowledge down. Share what you have. I get in front of the camera and share what I have. You guys ask me, do I do coaching? Shout out to Rick. Rick has been around since I started this channel. He said every video that I have is coaching. Yes, I'm sorry guys, I'm not the guy that's gonna charge you for this. I'm gonna get in front of this camera and I'm gonna talk. If you find what I say valuable, I appreciate it. If you don't, I appreciate you too. But listen to me, I'm not here to charge you with nothing. I'm giving this shit out for free. This is what I learned from experience. This is what I learned in books. This is what I learned from people around me that got wealth. I'm in California. I'm in one of the most wealthiest cities in this motherfucking state. Trust me, I network with people that got a whole lot of money. But one thing I learned from them, they don't show shit. They don't have the big ass Bentleys. They might have a big house. They're not gonna show you where they live because they don't want you invading their privacy. I picked up these habits from these wealthy people. But let's get back to Bill Gates. Bill Gates also started Microsoft when he was in, as a matter of fact, he started Microsoft mentally when he was 8 years old. He knew he wanted to do something based on computers. Once he got to his teenage years, going into his 20s and his 30s, like I'm preaching to you guys right now, I know most people that watch me are in their 20s and 30s. I see the analytics. He started working 80 hours a week to get his Microsoft company booming. You wouldn't have Microsoft if it wasn't for Bill Gates working 80 hours a week. Now, although billionaires don't work as hard as they used to, pay attention to how old they are. They're in their 60s and 70s. But make no mistake, when these guys was in their 20s and 30s, all they did was work. All they did was focus on work. And pay attention to this. A lot of them, not all of them, a lot of them had one woman or no woman. Bill Gates had his girl since they was in their teens. They just got a divorce. I'm gonna talk about the next guy, Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos worked at McDonald's while he started Amazon out of his mom's garage. He worked 40 hours a week at McDonald's, and when he got off, every day he clocked in his second shift to start Amazon. He worked 8 hours on Amazon after he worked 8 hours at McDonald's. 16 hours times how many days gives you 80? You do the math. This man who has Amazon, who everybody is trying to mimic because they see the potential, you want something on the internet, e-commerce, he saw it before it even happened. As a matter of fact, Amazon was selling books when it first started. He saw the vision because he saw where the technology was going. The internet is the future. Everything is digital. Pay attention. Don't miss this train. But back to Jeff Bezos. Jeffy woke up and said, every day I clock in at this job I don't want to work, but I'm fortunate enough to get a paycheck. I'm going to take my paycheck, I'm going to pay for my resources, my necessities, and I'm going to use the rest of my resources to put into Amazon. But I'm also going to put in 8 hours a day. Every day I put in 8 hours in McDonald's, I'm going to put in 8 hours into Amazon. And I'm going to grow my business and I'm going to see it through. This is what Jeff Bezos said. So from when he was 20 to 42 years old, Jeff Bezos worked 80 plus hours a week. You don't believe me? It's cool. You guys are saying stuff like, it's people working 6 hours and they're billionaires, zillionaires. I'm not going to listen to anybody I don't look up to. Well, if you ain't looking up to the richest people in the world, who the fuck are you looking up to? That says a lot about why you're not where you want to be. Don't play with me. I keep telling y'all, I'm big bro. Leave that emotional shit to the side. We talking facts only. It don't matter how you feel. These men, Warren Buffett also. Matter of fact, Warren Buffett did what a lot of people don't do or can't do. He read for 8 hours a day. How about that? He was a newspaper delivery boy, and after he got done delivering newspaper, he read everything about companies on the stock market. It took him hours every day to read. I'd rather go clock in and work for 16 hours sometimes because reading hurts my brain. But it is knowledge. Knowledge for the brain. Food for the brain. He read, he learned things. He practiced. He lost money, and that taught him how to actually invest to make money. All he did was work, read, invest, sleep, repeat. All you're going to do is work, save, invest, sleep, repeat. You don't have to do this because I'm telling you. You know you should do it because it's in you. It's a burning desire we have, but for whatever reason, we always want to ignore what the hell we got going on. You know what you got going on? You have a vision that needs you to attack every single day. You're doing nothing but attack, attack, attack. I don't care about none of this other stuff on the internet. This isn't no alpha male talk. This isn't no red pill talk. This is grown man shit. It doesn't matter how you feel. It doesn't matter what age you are. The best time? Yeah, it was yesterday. The next best time is today. Don't wait till tomorrow, because tomorrow you will do the same thing you did today and what you did yesterday. You will keep waiting. We're trying to go in right now. We're going hard right now. We're not going to miss our opportunity. But pay attention. All these men, and I'm always allocated to what a lot of us can resonate with. Even the best drug dealers in the neighborhood, they never slept past 8 hours. Most of them slept 5 to 6 hours. Elon Musk pulled 90 hours a week at one point. At some point, he got up to 100. This man owns $3 billion companies. You don't understand, 6 hours is not going to get you to $1 billion. Your emotions, this whole slave mentality shit, stop calling yourself a slave. Slaves didn't get paid. Even if your ass make $5 an hour, slaves got nothing. And oftentimes they had some horrible conditions to work in and they got their ass whooped or even killed. Don't play this. Slaves couldn't read. Your ass can read. You can turn on the internet. You can listen to podcasts. You can listen to audiobooks. You can go get an education online. Slaves couldn't do shit. And you are comparing yourself to a slave. Shut your ass up. Some of y'all need to get knocked the fuck out by y'all father. The shit that y'all say is horrible. Your mentality is trash. And in 30, 40 years, you're going to look like trash. And you should. That's what you deserve. Stop playing this game of life. As in you got do-overs. There is no do-over. Start now. Stop complaining. Put that work in. I'm going to keep pushing 80 hours a week because it's not actually 80 hours. Some of y'all can do 60. It's about doing a little bit more because based on your results on doing the bare minimum, it's not working. And you can still be a minimalist. You can still be somebody who don't consume a lot, but you're going to always feel good having a lot of resources in your bank account. Your bank account, your bills do not care about how you feel. Stop playing. Don't get mad at me. Go get mad at your father. Go get mad at your mother. Matter of fact, do what a grown man has to do. Look in the mirror and get mad at the motherfucker you see, because that's the only person responsible for where you're at in life.